first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk, 37 yards. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop.
Well, you got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. 16 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he has his first in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it's certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made a long season long.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
He is going to find Hill here. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tua throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 71 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence caught on a slant. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Shield blue. Red, yellow. Green, yellow. Stick, rebel. Dog red. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And this one complete to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against the defense, who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right through.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Ready? Hey, exit.
On first down, Lawrence.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Hey, hey, Bravo. Hey, I 7.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Down. Green. Black shot. Ready?
Here's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Extra point forthcoming. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Dolphins are able to move back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hey, Doctor! Hey,
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and long as a defender, all you want to do is guard the first down line. Make sure that everything stays in front and run up there and make the tackle. They did everything exactly right except making the tackle the running back. And he ends up finding a way to pick up a first down.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Strike.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Tua, the final shot before half.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's got some space here. 20. 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. But, Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, here's Tua. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story. And, wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Tua going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. ETN up the middle. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Lawrence will throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now Lawrence on first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him. And this is caught. And they couldn't seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
But when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Tagovailoa.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Tua.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Another tote for ETN.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check, got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.